The horse racing may well be done for 2020 here at Meydan, but there is one final act to play out, and that is the Thoroughbred Sale that's going to feature well over 100 horses going through this very ring behind me. All needs should be catered for, from maidens to carnival winners, and Iron Hallow fits that latter bracket, and I expect him to be very popular this afternoon. It's hard to know how travel restrictions, particularly around the Gulf, and indeed economic restrictions, are going to affect trade here today, but there's only one way to find out.
It was very soon apparent that any fireworks were being saved for New Year's Eve, and that auctioneer Ollie Falston from Tattersalls would be earning his corn in even getting the bidding up to 5 figures. He could at least rely on usual suspects on either side of the ring to get the bidding going, but with lots 3, Boscanero, and 7, Ferial, the first 2 to go through the ring and both led out unsold, the die was cast to a degree.
Not sold, I'm afraid.
Doug Watson made a brief and early appearance to see his 6 horses go through the ring, and therein lied most of the excitement for the day. Ruffer, listed as lot 10 and runner-up on his last 2 starts, would make an early claim for being top lot, and he would sell to the ERC for 60,000, and they swiftly backed up that deal with a 55,000 purchase. Dangerous thought added to the team, with Cedric Lane swapping his camera for a ping-pong bat and doing the bidding.
Number 15, thank you.
They would end up as the top 2 lots, only really threatened by Big Brown Bear, who was another Watson inmate to go for what wasn't exactly big money, but in the context of this sale was positively earth-shattering. He sold for 50,000 to Jaffa Marzuki Ahmed Marzuki, who would later add Iron Hallow at 40,000 to his team. The sale, though, wasn't all about finding racing stars of the future, with Ali Anisi, a 7-time winning owner in the UAE, on the lookout for ways to expand his breeding operation in Libya. He would end up buying 5 lots, including 2 fillies, with Zazinia and Najmar both now likely to head to the paddocks.
Today I think we are in the middle of the season and the prices are reasonable. So yeah, you can get good horses for good prices.
Of course, you've done well as an owner with your fillies here. We saw Habba win last week at Jebel Ali. That must have been good for you.
Yeah, that was good, to be honest. Yeah, I'm more for breeding. I'm interested to have a filly or a mare and the brood mare in the future. This is one of my goals. Yeah.
It's very brave to own fillies over here, because they almost have to run against the colts all the time after their 2-year-old, 3-year-old season, don't they?
Yes, right. Yeah, this is very tough. But as I said, to be honest, the profit in the end that you can get really good brood mare. Yeah.
What sort of stallions would you use for these broodmares?
From the last auction, I bought one by Pivotal, and I'm using one by Sutter's Wells. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to build in some kind of breeding program.
And hopefully you will race the progeny here, is that right?
Yes, hopefully in the future, that will be great. If I can do it, yes, that would be great.
And you bought another mare today, is that right?
Yes, one by Will Take Charge. Yeah, I think she's good mare. Perhaps in the future she can produce good horses.
There were other recent winning owners in attendance, but one not tempted to part with his cash was Akil Abdulrahman, head of Bahrain racing team, who had seen their Nayslayer victorious at Abu Dhabi the night before. Keener to import from the UK rather than buy here, the Bahrain syndicate is still looking to expand, with perhaps the quality on show here not quite enough to persuade them to reinvest.
The horse has been always showing us good signs since he came to Dubai. We bought him as a 2 years old 2 seasons ago, and the first season he came, he just had 2 runs, and he was improving. Last season he had a bit of issues in the beginning of the season, but I think Jabber has been doing a very good job with him to bring him back to his form, and towards the end of the last season he already showed us good signs of improvement, and we were just waiting for him to get him in a right race as yesterday's, and I think he showed himself.
He'll be on to the carnival. Are you interested in any of the horses here today? Does it sort of fit the type of horse that you like to buy?
Well, we have been coming to look around, and not actually something which we look for the carnival at the moment. We have got a couple of our members in the syndicate, which actually they are very happy since yesterday, and they call me and they say, I believe we need to go back to this year's October sales to get something for Dubai for next season. So hopefully, we need some quality horses. It's very tough in Dubai.
syndicates you refer to, the Have a Look syndicate and the Bahrain racing team, is that right?
Exactly. We've got Have a Look syndicate, and we have Bahrain racing team. We've got two good horses for Have a Look syndicate, and also we just recently bought a new horse from Tattersalls. Just arrived around 3 weeks ago. Hopefully we get him ready for this season, if not for the next season.
And obviously Bahrain racing is huge. We've just had the big international meeting. Are you keen on having runners in Bahrain as well, or are you mainly focusing on here where the prize money is better?
Well, we are focusing on Bahrain as well, but you know, again, the syndicate members like the challenge, and you know, Dubai is of course a bigger challenge, and you know, it's international racing. Winning here is something really, it's a great honor and pleasure, you know. Yeah, we do have some plans to have a couple of horses in Bahrain for next season, as well as in Dubai. But as you know, it's different quality of racing, you know.
So with quality buying now very much thin on the ground, it was left to the Salem Bingadea draft to potentially cause a stir. But only Talento Puma, who sold for 40,000, threatened top lot status. So with 87 lots sold for a total of 889,000 dirhams at an average of 10,218 dirhams, it won't exactly go down as a vintage sale. But hopefully plenty of good new homes have been found, and who knows, there could be the odd bit of profit to be had.
Thank you very much to all our vendors and purchasers, and everyone have a safe journey home and a happy holidays as well.